everyone will be doing will be using this type of material. It's paper, but it's a bit like sort of slightly shiny paper, like baking parchment. It's light, really strong, and the great news about it is once you've completed your kite, is that you'll be able to decorate this with colours and to personalise it exactly as you want it. You put your name on there, face, it will fit quite well. So the first job is to actually draw out the shape of your kite on this material. This is one I've just done, and I've partially cut it out as well. If you're going to cut out the centre section of the kite, like I have to on this particular kite, then you can fold it halfway, and then it's easy to cut. So I'll just do that very quickly. I'm going to be speed making this. You can take an awful lot more time. That's cut out. And there it is here. If I look at this paper, if I try to press it and pull it here, it's actually really strong. I mean, I'm giving that some force. If I tear it from the edge, it rips easily. So that's what we've got to avoid, is tearing and ripping from the edge, or from points where there are lots of pressure. Like this point here, if I took this here now and just pulled it, it would rip apart. So I've got to think about that as I'm building and to be gentle. Great. I have some wooden dowels. If you've got a different design, you may have some square wood. We've got some square dowel. We've got different shapes of wood, but for this design, we need round dowel. And the round dowels are going to be facing down here. I need to mark the position of those quickly. So, I know on my design that this is where the poles go, from this corner to this corner. I have a blue marker, and so I can gently mark down the table. Great, put that on here. Let's try these poles out. They're a bit long, but I'm not worried about that just yet. I can place them on here. Now I have to fasten them on. So, the other material that we're going to be using is this GAPHA tape, or duct tape, or this reinforced tape. It's got material, it's not just tape. It is actually quite strong. And so what I'm going to do is get some of this tape, and I'm going to use a scissors to cut it. I'm just tearing it because they're massively strong. And now I've got to stick on here, and I need somebody to give me a little help. Well, you're right in front of me, madam. Just hold the pole, the first pole, steady there. This pole steady here. So this is going to be my first pole. I'm going to come by here, halfway up. Uh-oh. And stick that on here. Now then, here's the tricky bit. I don't just want to put the tape over the wooden dowel, because I want to really make sure it's wrapped in. So I'm going to push it in with my fingers. Do you see that? Yeah. So it's wrapped around, and then push it into place, and it's fixed into place. Don't let go. Once again, you see, you're not going to get married to somebody, you're not going to go and start choosing curtains together, but if you've got a partner who can help you occasionally when you need help, this is a good idea. So here I go again, tape on top, and then I'm pressing down around the sides to make sure it's really hugging onto there. other areas I need to strengthen are the areas where the kite can rip easily. So that's going to be maybe here, a square here, and a square over here. Turn the kite over, but if you notice, I didn't push them down too hard. So, this is like reinforcing, so here we go. That's all. So I've got my kite reinforced in the correct areas, and then I can finish off doing the same thing here, around here, 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 and here. Right. It's going to be the right one here. So the first thing I do is reinforcement corner here, and one on the top, and one right here.
By the way, this video will be on our blog. So if you need to follow these steps, I'm going to make a video with step 1 and step 2 so you can have a look, especially before next week's lessons as well, because you'll be finishing and fully making them next week.
Yep, and then once I've doubled this up, I'm now going to over the whole thing with another one. Make sure it's nice.
So is that applying 2 layers?
Two layers on the string corners.
String
This is what
corners.
needs extra strength.
Extra string, okay.
So I'm just doubling up on here. So, as you can see, it's exactly the same construction, exactly the same. So, strengthening here, 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 and here. I did put one right across here for strength as well. And then a hole punch here, a hole punch here. And this is the very kite that you saw flying in the video. It's crashed, it's been twice on, and you can see it's quite strong. If for any reason we rip this kite, imagine it's ripped like this, we can fix it easily. So this is our construction technique. Beautiful. Okay, I think that could be a great start for us.